The moment Lawrence Oyor, a Nigerian singer and a pastor, you could call him an apostle, the moment Prophet Uebert Angel copied him on stage, stole his idea on stage, and the internet is happy about this one. I'll brief you about the profile of Lawrence Oyor, but before then, let's see what Prophet Uebert Angel stole from Lawrence Oyor or said about Lawrence Oyor, pastor or singer, minister Lawrence Oyor. Let's go into the video.
It's just schizophrenia. It's not mentally disturbed. It's so you understand it because he puts. Let me show you something. One of the young apostles who is making waves and a worshiper, great worshiper. I believe it's Brother Lawrence Oyor, if I'm not mistaken. Says something like that. He gave this brilliant example. Look here. Look up here. This is the example so that you get it. Look up here. I want you to close your eyes. I'm not going to steal from you. And your neighbor is safe. Trust me, I'm a prophet. I've already seen it. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine going into the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. Do you see it? Now you get in there, and the governor has come out now. Are you seeing him? He's wearing a gray suit. Do you see a gray suit? Not a red one, gray. Not a red one, but what? Gray. Black shoes. Do you see it? Are you seeing him? He greets you using his right hand. How are you, ma'am? How are you, sir? Do you see that? He smiles. Takes you to the vaults. You can see them, the silver vaults. Opens one. Whoa, look at that. Do you see the dollars there? Now, he has given you the dollars. Now, open your eyes. I want to ask one question. Who was thinking? You. Whose thoughts were those you were thinking? You think they were yours? They were mine. Because if I had put a governor and the president of Zimbabwe together, you were going to see it. So I gave you my thoughts, but you still said they were your thoughts. So the devil can come to you and say you are useless, and then you say, I am useless. No. No, they didn't get it. Sit down. That means one thing. All the devil manages to do is to influence you, to tell you you are broke. And he has the apartment in your system to hide in so that you don't see they are his thoughts. You think they are yours. I can't do this. I can't do this job. This is why some of you are troubled by a legion. Because what legion did is when Jesus asked the question, what did he do? He said, who are you? I am legion. Legion is not a name. It's a word with a meaning. So the man wanted to say, I am Albert, I am John. And then when he said, I am, he was still speaking. But the demon took over and said, legion, for we are many. This is why I say, this year, may no one finish your sentence.
For those of you who might have missed this broadcast and would like to find out what broadcast is this broadcast is titled Legion and happened on Sunday. That was the 22nd, right, of September. Now, let's dive into, before we come to the story, let's dive into the profile of Lawrence Oyor. So Lawrence Oyor is a passionate lover and seeker of God. He's a twin. So he's having another twin brother, right? Or could be a twin sister. Have not found out yet. And born into a family of 4 children by clergy parents based in Ibadan, Nigeria. So both parents are pastors, right? And so he's born into a Christian family, right? He has a strong apostolic and prophetic grace and is called to be a catalyst of revival. So this is his profile. Now, that's not the end of it all. And I think that one thing that prophet would have loved about him is the prophetic grace that is up there, right? Because Prophet Angel, as you know it, have a lot of banter with, most especially Nigerian apostles, right? But this one is having a special grace with the prophetic. Now let's go down to this particular section of the whole profile, which says, does Lawrence Oyor have a church? Right? People might want to be interested. What churches does he pastor? Right? So he's a senior pastor of the Davidic Generation Church, an expression of the Springs of Freedom Christian Center in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. So this is a Nigerian pastor, a singer, a song minister that, as you know it, right? And Prophet Ibenjo preaching on the title or on the subject or the topic, Legion. He dropped a lot of nuggets that I'll bring some segments which are very, very important to you in a another episode of the podcast, right? But during the preaching, he made some sensitive scenarios, and then he was very obvious to the congregation that he stole this information from Pastor Lawrence Oyo, Minister Lawrence Oyo, and this is what exactly happened, right? And he was basically generally talking about how the devil could manipulate us through our minds. I have something that I say. The only bridge between divinity and here, the physical, is your mind. It's not even your eyes, not your ears, nor your nose. It's your mind first, not your mouth, your mind. So, prophet has told a scenario, strong scenario that has been given by Pastor Lawrence Oyo, sorry, that he was talking about how the devil could, feed our minds with thoughts. And so these thoughts that the devil is feeding our minds with are not our thoughts actually, but these are information which appear to be false that the devil is pushing into our minds. And the devil is so intelligent that, aside the fact that what can also kill you is your mouth, what can brutally mess you up is your mind. And so sometimes you can find yourself praying, and during the prayer, you could see that you are thinking about weird things. Maybe before you entered your prayer room, you have done some, sinful acts. Now the devil will bring to your remembrance how, remorse you should be one. The devil will bring to your remembrance how demonic yourself you are praying. You call yourself a son or a daughter of God. How demonic you were a couple of hours ago, right? So prophet is basically stealing these words from Lawrence Oyor. I'm telling you, this is what Lawrence Oyor said. Lawrence Oyor said, the devil feeds our minds with fallacies to destroy us at the end of the day. Look at a very beautiful scenario that prophet gave. Having gotten, the influence from Lawrence Oyor, that assuming you are working with the president, you have met the president of the Central Bank of Zimbabwe, right? You went into the bank, the central bank, he shake hands with you, he took you to the vote, he said, okay, open the votes, you open the votes, now these are dollars. These are dollars, right? So after all these scenarios, like, okay, open your eyes. All these things are not your thoughts. These are fallacies that myself, Prophet Angel, have fed your thoughts with, your mind with, which is not even true in the first place. One, the president of the central banks of Zimbabwe is not even wearing a gray suit in the first place. Nobody have even seen him as at the time he's preaching. He's not in the votes. He's not nothing. Just force, 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 force. The devil can feed your thoughts with a lie. The devil can feed your minds with thoughts that will brutalize your life by their lies. So basically, that's what Prophet Angel stole from Lawrence Oyor, Minister Lawrence Oyor, or Pastor or Prophet Lawrence Oyor. My name is Choda. Next, I love to break down gospel messages like this. Guys, do you mind to subscribe if you like this one? Put out some post notification, like, and share. I'm out.